Hello and welcome to the science class once again. Chapter 7, Getting to Know Plants. In this part, we are going to know about different parts of plants in detail and their function. As in the previous part, we have studied about different types of plants: herbs, shrubs, trees, creepers, climbers. In this part of the lesson, we are going to study in detail about leaf venation, transpiration, photosynthesis, root, types of root, flower, and parts. Flower, leaf. As we all know, leaf is a most important part of the plant that is attached with the stem, and it is green in color. The leaf is of different types in different plants. We can see many different types of leaves around us. But the main parts of the leaf, generally, they are common in every plant. Let us know in detail about these. स्टेम पर जहाँ से लीफ ओरिजिनेट होती है, that part is called axil. From the axil, a thin part attaches the leaf to the stem. This part is called petiole. With the petiole, the leaf base starts. In the leaf, we can say that the flat green part, which is smooth from the upper surface, it is called as lamina or leaf blade. From the center of the leaf, a dark line arises and it ends to the tip of the leaf. This dark line, it is called as midrib. From the midrib, many branches comes out and tapers to the leaf. These branches are called as veins. The boundary of the leaf is called as leaf margin. The pattern of the veins on the leaf is called leaf venation. There are two types of leaf venation: reticulate venation and parallel venation. When the veins are present in a net-like form, it is called as reticulate. When the veins are present in a parallel form or parallel to each other, it is called as parallel venation. Example, in leaves like mango tree or peepal tree, the leaf forms reticulate venation, whereas the plants of grass like wheat, maize, paddy, these form parallel venation. Functions of a leaf. Generally, the leaf performs two main functions: photosynthesis and transpiration. This is the most important function of a leaf. They use carbon dioxide and water. This process is called photosynthesis. In the process of photosynthesis, oxygen is given out. The food prepared by leaves ultimately gets stored in different parts of plants in the form of starch. The plants are green in color due to the presence of chlorophyll, and the plants that do not have chlorophyll, they cannot prepare their food. So, in the presence of chlorophyll only, the plant can make their food. Another important function of leaf is transpiration. The loss of water from the leaves of plants in the form of water vapor is called transpiration. This transpiration is done because of the stomata present under the surface of leaf. लीफ के नीचे सरफेस में स्टोमेटा होते हैं. स्टोमेटा स्मॉल पोर्स होते हैं जिनकी ओपनिंग एंड क्लोजिंग की वजह से ही गैस का एक्सचेंज होता है. वाटर वेपर एंड कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड या ऑक्सीजन अंदर या बाहर जा पाते हैं. सो विद द ओपनिंग एंड क्लोजिंग ऑफ स्टोमेटा, द प्रोसेस ऑफ ट्रांसपिरेशन takes place, or the pull of water and minerals from the body come out through the leaves. Besides this transpiration, leaves are modified to perform another type of function. Like in some plants, the leaves are converted into spines to protect from enemies or to avoid transpiration in desert. In some leaves, the leaves are converted into coil form. In pea plant example, the leaves are converted into tendril form. These tendril climb or coil around the support so that plant can easily climb up. In some plants like pitcher plant, the leaves are modified into jar-like structure so that insects can be captured in this jug-like structure. But some of the leaves perform the function of storage of food. For example, spinach or mustard leaves. Root is the most important part of a plant. It is under the ground. It can be seen pale yellow color because there is no chlorophyll in it. If we see the root in the soil, we can see that it is a non-nodal plant part, non-leaf bearing part of the plant, like below the surface of the soil. The function of the root is to absorb water and minerals from the soil. It also holds the plant tightly to the soil and it prevents the soil from erosion. It is the most important part for the plant. Sometimes it also functions as storage of food. If we observe the roots, we can see the roots are of two types. These are fibrous roots and taproot. If we see this picture, we can see that fibrous roots are those roots that arise at the base of the plant, at the base of the stem, and each and every fiber of the root arises at the same place and they appear just like fine threads. That's why these type of plants are called as having fibrous roots. Example, all the grasses have fibrous roots. The plant that have fibrous roots have parallel venation. The other plant you can see that it doesn't have the root hair just like fibrous one. In this another type of root which is called a taproot. The taproot has a main thick root जिससे छोटे छोटे फाइबर्स या छोटे छोटे थ्रेड या हेयर लाइक स्ट्रक्चर्स साइड से निकलते हैं एंड दीज आर कॉल्ड एज सेकेंडरी रूट्स. जो मेन थिक रूट बीच में देख रहे हैं दिस इज़ द प्राइमरी रूट. लेकिन अगर आप इसको कंपेयर करें फाइब्रस रूट से तो फाइब्रस रूट्स में इस तरह से आपको एक मेन रूट नज़र नहीं आएगी. ऑल द थ्रेड्स आर कमिंग इक्वली एट द बेस. लेकिन यहाँ पर टैप रूट में पहले मेन रूट निकलती है एंड उससे फिर साइड की ब्रांचेस निकलती हैं विच इज़ नोन एज सेकेंडरी रूट. टैप रूट जितने प्लांट्स में होती हैं दे हैव रेटिकुलेट वेनेशन. रेटिकुलेट वेनेशन जैसे पहले हम डिस्कस कर चुके हैं नेट लाइक फॉर्मेशन ऑफ वेन्स ऑन द लीफ. द नेक्स्ट इम्पॉर्टेंट पार्ट ऑफ द प्लांट इज द फ्लावर. What is a flower? Flower is the colorful part of the plant which is the most attracting one. It is the reproductive organ for the plant. A flower which has only one type of reproductive organ, it is called as unisexual. But if the flower has both the organs, male and female, then it is called bisexual flower. Most of the flowers are bisexual. Some of the flowers change into fruits. The main parts of the flower are thalamus or pedicel, sepal, petal, stamen, and pistil. Stamen is the male reproductive organ of flower. Each stamen contains two parts, the anther sac containing the anthers or pollen grains, filament, the stalk. As in the picture we can understand here, this is the stamen. The stamen divided two parts. The lower one filament and the upper part is the anther. This anther has chambers are called as pollen sac, and in these pollen sacs pollen grains are present. Pollen grains are powdery या dusty type material in the pollen sacs which take part in the further process of reproduction. As in this picture you can see dusty powders which were in the anther sac or in the chambers of the anthers. They are spread out when the anther is matured. जब एंथर्स की दीवारें टूटने लगती हैं एंथर्स के पकने के बाद, तो ये पोलन ग्रेन्स बाहर आ जाते हैं विद द हेल्प ऑफ एयर, उनकी वॉल रप्चर होने के बाद, एंड देन टेक पार्ट इन द process of reproduction, and the first part is the pollination. With the help of filament, the male part or stamen is attached to the base of the flower. Pistil. The pistil is the female reproductive part of the flower. It has three parts. Each pistil contains three main parts, that are stigma, style, ovary. Stigma is the sticky part, while style is a hollow tube-like structure and ovary is a swollen part of the pistil from the lower side. As in the picture of this female part, we can see that the upper part is the stigma, which is very sticky, and with the stigma attached a hollow tube-like structure, plus it is called as style, and style is connected to the ovary. The female part pistil is also known as carpel, or it is also known as gynoecium, and the male part stamen is also called as androecium. Now, how does a male and female part in a flower takes part in the reproduction? Well, in a flower, as we know, some flowers have both the parts and they are called as bisexual. In such plants, the male part, that is stamen, releases its pollen grains from the anther sac or pollen sac. These pollen grains are transferred to the female part, that is called as pistil, at the stigma, where stigma is sticky. With the help of an insect, this process of transferring pollen grains from the stamen to the stigma is called as pollination. From stigma, the pollen grains are transferred to the style. Style एक hollow ट्यूब क्योंकि होती है, तो यहाँ से होते हुए pollen grains ओव्यूल तक जाते हैं, ओवरी तक जाते हैं. ओवरी के अंदर छोटे छोटे बीड लाइक स्ट्रक्चर होते हैं जिसे ओव्यूल कहा जाता है. जब pollen grains यहाँ ओवरी के अंदर ओव्यूल के साथ मिक्स होते हैं या फ्यूज होते हैं, then the process of formation of seeds starts, or the seeds are formed. So, in this whole process of reproduction, the seeds are formed as a result of fusion of pollen grains with the ovules in the ovary. Only then the flower is changed into seeds. It means the part that we eat after the flower, the fruit that we are eating is nothing, it is just a ovary. When we eat fruits, we see the seeds inside it. So what are these seeds? These seeds are the ovules that are present in the ovary and which are changed into seeds after the fusion of pollen grains with the ovules. That's why we can say that flower is the reproductive part of the plant, and the main function of the flower is to produce fruits and seeds, which are responsible to bring about the new generation. So I hope, children, now everything is clear regarding the plant and its parts. That's all in this chapter. Take care and thanks for watching.